My FPL Game Week 16 team selection. In this video, we're going to take a look at how I intend to use my 5 transfers. Yes, we have gotten our 5 AFCON transfers going into Game Week 16. So we're going to take a look at how I intend to maximize the use of these transfers to reshape my team. As we know, I did activate my free hits in Game Week 15. It was a good success. Finally took me into the top 2 million, and hopefully we can build on that. But we're going to take a look at all this in this video for my Game Week 16 team selection. What's up everyone, FPL.CARNAGE here. Like I said, we're going to take a look at how my team is shaped up going into Game Week 16. But first, we're going to take a look at what my free hit team was able to achieve in Game Week 15. I had Verbruggen in goal going into Game Week 15. He returned a total of 3 points. Honestly, I did see the possibility of that being an end-to-end game and West Ham getting a goal. But I honestly expected more from the West Ham defense. I probably should have gone with the likes of Van Hecke in defense over Verbruggen, but yeah, still not really mad about the 3-pointer that he returned. I think I'm more disappointed with the lack of clean sheet from Livramento and Theo, who are also in my defense. They lost their clean sheets in the last minute of the game to a Burnley penalty, which was really disappointing, really disappointing. I also had Luke Shaw, who came on because Munoz didn't play over the weekend. So it was just really disappointing defensively in Game Week 15 from my free hit team. It returned 2 points, 1 point and 2 points respectively from my 3 defenders. But thankfully my midfield came through with their respective hauls. I had Bruno Guimaraes, who scored a beautiful Olympico in that game against Burnley. He returned 10 points. Mbuemo finally getting a goal after his last 3 blanks. So far, he returned 8 points. I think he could have actually gotten more goal involvement. He did miss another chance in that game. Foden also returning a goal and an assist and some bonus points in the game against Sunderland. So really pleased to have him, to have had him on my free hits. I think he was also really popular captain for those that, you know, or rather a really popular differential captain for those who decided to go that way. Also, Bruno Fernandes was a really popular captain choice against Wolves. He returned 18 points, 2 goals and an assist. Currently the leading assist provider in the Premier League. And honestly, he's just been really good for Manchester United so far. Returning 18 points, like I said. Saka with just the assist against Aston Villa. Unfortunately, he picked up a yellow card and he did get substituted around the 70th minute mark. So he couldn't really do more than that. And then up top, I had Welbeck, who returned 2 points, and Haaland, who got another blank at home to return 4 points as my captain. On my bench, Dubravka, who returned 3 points, Munoz with a 0-pointer, Mark Gui with a 0-pointer, and Rodon with a 1-pointer. My team scored 66 points in Game Week 15 and a really nice green arrow up to 1.8. I'm really pleased with this return at the moment, and hopefully we can build off of it as we go into Game Week 16. So in Game Week 16, my team has reverted back to, you know, the old squad, and I have used up all my 5 free transfers to make some adjustments to my team. Adjustments that I'm really pleased with, honestly. In goal, I have Raya, who is at home to Wolves. I do think Arsenal should be keeping a clean sheet in this game, despite the injury problems that they are facing. Wolves have just been really terrible this season, and I do not see them scoring against this Arsenal side. Yes, they have a couple number of defensive issues. Saliba is out, Gabriel is out, Mosquera is out, Timber looks a doubt, Calafiori looks a doubt, but they still have a decent number of defenders to cover up for them in this game. Moreover, they're playing at home. I do think they keep a clean sheet in this game. Moving on to my defense, I also have Julian Timber, who I brought in for Van de Ven as one of my 5 free transfers. Yes, he has been flagged and also missed out on their UCL game. But honestly, in my opinion, I still don't mind having him in the long run. I do think it's still 50-50 on whether we see him start this game. He may get rested as they look forward to their next game against Everton, which I think will be more of a task compared to this one. But I still like, you know, the idea of having him in the longer run, so I am going to start him. Luke Shaw is my second defender at home to Bournemouth. I do expect Manchester United to concede. I'm just, fingers crossed Luke Shaw can get some DEFCON points and probably pick up maybe an attacking return or two if that's possible in the game against Bournemouth. And my third defender at the moment is between Senesi or Goodmanson. Senesi is also flagged, but Iraola said that he is going to give him the opportunity to be fit enough for the Manchester United game. So I think it's just a wait and see for Senesi. But if he is fit to start, I don't mind having him in my starting 11 for the DEFCON points. I think Bournemouth will also concede. They haven't really had the best record away from home this season. But I do like his threat from set pieces. I like the potential for DEFCON returns. So he could even get substituted early, and who knows, Bournemouth may still have a clean sheet by the time he's substituted. So I think it's worth the risk. Compared to Goodmanson, who is away at Brentford. Yes, Leeds have looked more threatening in their last 3-4 games, but I still do think that they lose their clean sheet in this game against Brentford. And I don't know what the possibility of an attacking return is from him, but I think he could return DEFCON points as well. So like I said, it's just a 50-50 from him or Senesi starting in my defense. Moving on to my midfield, I did a little moving around. I did Semenyo to Foden, which I think was a really, really popular transfer move going into Game Week 15 and Game Week 16. Foden is away at Crystal Palace. He did get substituted early in the game against Madrid. I think it was just, a tactical substitution to try and keep their legs fresh ahead of this Palace game. As we've seen, it's proved to be a really, really difficult game when you go away at Selhurst Park. So I think Foden is going to get the starts for Man City, and he's my first midfielder. Saka is my second, and a really strong contender for my captain armband going into Game Week 16. They are hosting Wolves. He did get rested in their game against Club Brugge midweek in the Champions League. Fresh legs against this Wolves side. Honestly, I don't see how it could go wrong. He is on set pieces, penalties, corner kicks. I think he gets a strong 70 minutes plus in this game. Should be, ample time for him to get a couple of attacking returns in this game. My third midfielder is Bruno Fernandes at home at Bournemouth. It's a really great game. Manchester United have been decent so far at home. I think prior to their loss against Everton, they had won 3 or 4 home games off of Spain. So I think they can continue to build on that momentum from their last win. So having Bruno Fernandes with the likes of Mbeumo off to AFCON, we may see him being pushed higher up the field into that number 10 role with Matheus Cunha or with Mason Mount, which should probably boost the likelihood of getting more attacking returns from him. So I'm okay with having him in my team for the long run. Moreover, looking from their fixtures from Game Week 19, really, really decent fixture run as well. So I do like the idea of Bruno Fernandes in my team. Minte is one that I don't think a lot of people would, like that, as a potential transfer move. But I do like the idea of having a Brighton asset. And Minte just looks the best. He's nailed on minutes. And their fixtures aren't the kind of fixtures that I don't think he can get something out of. He picks up a couple of assists here and there, and he most always gets on, the bonus point system when he does get goal involvement. So I don't mind the idea of having him in my team. He has a really good fixture in Game Week 17 as well, where I do think I may, be using my bench boost. So I don't mind having him. My fifth midfielder is going to be Harry Wilson away at Burnley. He has been on really, really good form, I think, returning 3 goals, 2 assists in his last 6 games for Fulham. So hopefully he can continue, the run of attacking forms in this game against Burnley. Yes, it's away from home, but I do expect Fulham to get a win. For the likes of Chukwueze, and he will be leaving for AFCON. I think his minutes for the next 3 to 4 weeks, 4 game weeks, are pretty nailed for Fulham. Up top, I have Erling Haaland away at Crystal Palace. He has a decent enough record against them, but Crystal Palace have been really, really solid defensively. So this could be a cagey game. I think if Man City do win this game, it could be a close call, 1-0, 2-1 kind of win, which is really why I'm not considering him as a strong captain option. But he is going to be my vice captain if I do decide to go with Saka as my captain. And my second forward is Thiago of Leeds, who I think is going to get something in this game. Leeds, like I said, have looked better in their previous 3 game weeks, but Brentford at home will prove a problem, in my opinion. I do think he should get something out of this game against Leeds. On my bench, Dubravka is my first goalkeeper sub. I have Krupi Jr., who I brought in for Mateta, Goodmanson, like I said, and Munoz, who is on my last bench. I'm looking to move him out ahead of game week 17. So this is what my team looks like going into the game week 16 deadline. I am really pleased with the look of my team, and hopefully we can get those expected points. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. I will see you guys in the next FPL video.